that?
Rolling.
It's lit, y'all.
Wait, I'm drawing
What up?
James.
Looks like me.
Do you like it?
Looks just like me. What's up, guys? It's James.
Jamboyd!
Jamboyd. We got Randa, Nina, Stella, and Sonia with me today. A lot of women in here, but today we're going to be talking about our most awkward moments.
So one time when I was about 15, my friends and I decided that we were going to go to this restaurant and get the Bellingham's biggest burrito. That's the city where I'm from. And yeah, this for Spanish extra credit. Like,
Yeah.
do you remember?
You had to order it in Spanish.
Yeah.
And, like, take a pic with it.
Bellingham's.
We decided instead of having our parents drive us there because we were like 15, that we would ride our bikes there. We rode our bikes there and I was wearing white shorts and I didn't realize that my period had started, and so nobody told me. I don't know if everyone was too awkward. We had eaten the burrito, like gone for a walk, like hung out. I literally got home, the whole entire back of my white shorts was red. Like bright red. Like my ass crack just covered in blood, and I'd walked around, ridden my bike, walked home, like went into a restaurant. None of them told me, and it was terrible.
I thought it was tie-dye. It was like a design.
Maybe.
Love that design.
I actually have a similar story in terms of embarrassing, but I mean, I'm not embarrassed by this story, but at VidCon, someone came up to me and was like, just, you have a red dot on your dress, and I was like, oh, and I really wasn't that embarrassed, and then she asked for a picture after that, so I was like, that was really thoughtful of her to let me know that I had a red dot on me.
Moral of the story is tell people.
Yeah.
Like, always tell a person. Don't ever let somebody, like, it's like when someone has food, like food in their teeth. Like, don't let them go around with food in their teeth. Like, just tell them. It's not awkward. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
One time said he would have sex with me.
Who farted?
So,
Not me.
Not me.
Okay.
Nina?
No, I didn't. It would have been noisy.
I'm not saying bad words, I just don't want to give any credit or promo to this person, but this guy named he's a YouTuber, and I've never actually watched any of his videos. He's giving Randa and Nina a really hard time that they're not vegan, which is really stupid, because they're obviously vegan. And he wanted to have sex with Stella, apparently.
Said it in YouTube comment?
Yeah.
In the video.
Yeah, then he Snapchatted you like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that, like, I'm just trying to get with you.
And then I blocked him.
Really? Then he Snapchatted you after? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, he's weird.
Blocked!
Yeah, I mean, that's awkward.
I would and you're like,
Okay, so I'm just gonna stay on the period story. When I was,
Why not?
you know how periods kind of like start and stop, like maybe in the night they're not as heavy. So I was just like, it had been like a few days. I was like, oh, my period's done. So then I went to ballet class because I was like, oh, you can't put a tampon in if it's done. That's bad for you. And so then I was just like in dance class doing like kicks and stuff. And then there was just like, I went to the bathroom and there was like blood all over my tights, and so that was embarrassing.
Wow, you know.
Just call this period horror stories.
Yeah, we'll say P horror stories because mine starts with a P. It's a porn horror story.
Oh.
So this is really awkward for me because I grew up in a very conservative home, right? And this is during the time when you download things illegally, like on LimeWire, right? And when, like, if anybody knows about LimeWire, like, whenever you download things illegally, they have the worst titles because people title them themselves. Porn titles, they have normal titles, but not when you download it illegally. It's the worst thing that you can possibly imagine. I'm not gonna say it on the YouTube channel. It's terrible. So one day I come home and my mom sends me up to my room. I immediately know. She's like, we found something on the computer. And like, because LimeWire would literally like destroy your computer. Like, being a young kid, I didn't know that. So I get up to my room and my dad comes up and he sits down next to me and he goes, so your mom was on the computer and she found some stuff that
Did she watch it?
Honestly, it would have been better if she had just watched it and not seen the title, because the title was like the worst. It's like the worst thing you can possibly imagine. You know, like, I get it, you're a guy, you got needs, but those titles.
That's what he said?
oh my
An
god.
example of a title. Come on.
I'm gonna have to bleep out everything.
Okay, well, I want to hear.
Like, you know, something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh.
What if your job is to title this?
It was like, it was
Clickbait.
the, it was
Clickbait!
the, it was the worst. I was so embarrassed because it's my mom. My conservative sweet mother is seeing these terrible titles and I'm just like,
No.
that's one. I mean, I have a lot of awkward stories.
Oh, I have an embarrassing story. It's not really that embarrassing. Well,
Yeah, go for
it's a
it.
similar thing. We were at dance camp and you had to share the Wi-Fi with the college, and so our friend was like, I really want to show you this video. Two girls.
Oh,
God.
Oh, she's like,
She
what is
set
it?
us
She's like,
up.
it's so bad. Like, it's so gross. I don't even want to look it up on my computer. We should look it up on yours. So she looks it up. She's like, you can't find it on YouTube. I was like, why can't
We're like,
you
what
find it
could
on...
this be?
We're like, why can't you find it on YouTube? That's weird.
How old were you?
14.
Oh my god.
Like, well, I want it to be a surprise, so you can't read anything. So she covers,
She covers
the screen.
We can't see that it's like this is.
As
porn.
she's
Like,
looking,
we have no
we
idea.
have literally no idea what we're about to. So then she has us watch it, and it's, you know, and then our counselors come in and they like come to me in Randa's room and they're like we need to take you guys aside, and they were like, are you curious? Like, why would you watch that? And we're like, we didn't even know. And they're like, well, you know that there's like warning signs before you watch it, and we didn't want to rat out our friend. She was just literally like hiding it all, and we were like,
Because she was like, don't tell them that I was covering the screen. Like, she was a bad friend.
yeah, she was
That's
so
terrible.
crappy.
Yeah.
And then they had to make a phone call home to our parents. But
Yeah.
we told our parents like what happened.
Rule of the day, don't have bitchy friends.
We're
And
not
if you
friends
do,
anymore. Friends.
rat them out.
Yeah,
they deserve
literally.
it. You live, you learn, you move
It's a
on.
good note to end on, I feel.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't
one.
think we-
Comment below what your most awkward moment was. I want to know what happens to you guys because I know awkward moments happen all the time. There are going to be videos on all of our channels. Check out, link in the description, Sonia, Stella, Nina and Randa, and that's it, guys.
Fart in public!
Fart in public. We're out.